Okay. All right. Hello, YouTube. This is our new segment called Ask Gears. Today we have Slater, Boba, and Django, and this was when we posted on Instagram for you guys to have a chance to ask us some questions about us, about the team, about Airsoft, about kind of anything. So here we are to answer your questions.
If you do not follow us on Instagram, we will link our Instagram in the description. That way you have the opportunity to go and ask questions on our Instagram and are able to keep up with our segments.
Or post questions in the comments below. Do that too.
That works too.
All right, so we can get started. Our first question, and all these are from people on Instagram, so I'm going to be saying their Instagram names. Our first question is from Burrito Lance, and he asks, what was your favorite Milsim game?
What was your favorite Op or Milsim game?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Well, our team, majority of what we do is indoors, CQB type stuff. We've done a couple ops, and some of the other guys that are on our team, Moose, Jester, and Vector, have actually gone to Bad Blood up in New York one time. And we have actually gone to Dragon Rogue. So
there's not much to choose from for us.
Right. I know that the other guys had a really good time at Bad Blood, so we're going to go with that one being our favorite.
Yeah,
even though we had no idea.
As a team, I think that would be the favorite. We love Dragon Rogue. It was just our first time out, and it was so super hot, and tons of hills in Georgetown where we had never played before. We're trying to get out to some more Milsim events throughout the years, but as we all have regular jobs and life, it gets a little tough sometimes.
Okay. Next question.
All right. Our next question is from Appling Chase, who actually I recall was a winner of one of our giveaways.
He was.
Oh, snap.
The CO2
Called out.
45.
Yeah.
And he asks, do we prefer Milsim or CQB?
I'm going to say I don't prefer either. I'm going to say that we tend to play more CQB because of the area that we are in and because of the fields that we have around us and what's given to us as an opportunity. However, I do enjoy both aspects of CQB and Milsim, being able to go and have that line of command in Milsim and have those objectives that you have to go for. But I also enjoy CQB where it's quick 10-minute matches, say, and quick objective, requires a lot of teamwork and is faster paced normally.
Yeah, even when we play CQB, we play CQB with somewhat of a Milsim mindset, somewhat with where we always go for objectives. So we prefer objective games when we play CQB even.
Correct. Yeah, I'll say we like doing the capture the flag stuff, the nuclear threat games for SS related games where they actually have something to do besides just go out there and run around shooting people.
Right. Now don't get me wrong, I love shooting people, but I like to shoot people for a reason.
All right.
I just like to shoot people.
Our next question is from Universal Airsoft. Good page. Check them out.
Yeah. Follow him.
And he asks, why and how did you start Team Gears Airsoft? Very good question. And actually that can go back like 5 years.
Don't ask us, we came on later, so that's
these two guys were later. There was...
We're irrelevant.
Yeah, you don't matter. There were about 5 of us in the beginning.
FNG still.
There was 5 of us roughly in the beginning. It was just 5 of us friends. One of our guys found SS Airsoft. We went there, fell in love. We started playing. And then Steve, well, this was back when they had the ACA, which is the Association of Competitive Airsoft, if anybody remembers that. It was really big in California. It didn't really do much here. But they were going to have a tournament at SS Airsoft. So Steve was like, since we had been regulars there already and been coming there, and it was the 5 of us, he's like, you guys should have a team and try for the ACA. We're like, okay, sure, cool. So we started Team Gears. We went to an ACA. We were still way too early in our airsofting, so we realized, okay, this wasn't for us yet. But we kept the team, and we've been building and growing ever since then, just getting better. started bringing on some new guys. Then we brought these two guys on, and it's just kind of gone from there.
We were just like fungus. We hung out with them so long that they couldn't get rid of us.
Yeah, they were there. We're just like, I guess we'll let these guys on our teams, and we can't get rid of them. But that's basically what it was. It was a bunch of guys, friends that liked playing airsoft, and we started a team to do the ACA, and we just kept the team despite the ACA. Now the ACA has kind of disappeared, but we're still here. All right. So we have a three questions from.
Oh, good luck saying that one. Oscar R.L.
Oscar
I'm not gonna say
R.
the last one. Come on.
Is that an S?
Larg.
Is that an S?
That's a G. That's an A-R-G.
A-R-G.
A-E-S-P-A-D-A.
La Espada?
Yeah, so
Close
we'll apologize to you, Oscar,
Sorry.
for screwing up your name.
Yeah, we murder him. Don't worry.
Anyway, his first question is, what is our favorite airsoft gun?
I think that's pretty unanimous since most of you guys own 416Cs.
I would say, as for guns that we actually run, a good number of us on the team have 416s or 416Cs.
For your rifles. Now, for pistols, it's definitely PPQ. Walther PPQ.
I don't know. I prefer my H&K USB compact.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
That's my
Eyeball.
preference. I don't like these guys anyway. It's okay.
I would say I prefer the PPQ and the 416C or the 416CQB.
Yeah, the 416s are sweet.
Yes. But, you know, Elite Force makes really good guns. So,
What's the next part of the question?
all right. The other one is, do you have any grenades, and where do you get them? Here's our grenade boy right here.
I like grenades.
So we
I like to go boom. I've actually had, and I still own, both a tornado grenade and a thunder bee grenade. Now, depending on which field you're at, maybe they won't allow thunder bees. Thunder bees are great for distraction device, and depending on the field, sometimes it's a kill, so it's a great way to definitely clear a room and be able to take out a large amount of people if you are trying to move into a building. As for tornado grenades, you have to kind of use them wisely, just because they don't have as wide of a radius depending on the field you're at. If it goes off in a room, it might not be a kill unless the BB hits them or something. So you kind of have to hope that your BB hits the person that you're aiming for.
Sorry, we were talking about behind him.
I thought we were quiet enough. I'm sorry.
We had no idea what the heck was going on. We're getting it because we don't use them. But I want to get one. I want to get one. He seems to like the Thunder Beast, so I think I'd like to throw bombs at people's feet. It would be cool.
Okay, next
Tell him to
part.
catch. See if I can make him catch it.
We didn't make you mad by talking.
Yeah, you did.
No, sorry. Whatever.
You can start over.
What's the third part?
All right, the next one is, how many times do we airsoft a week? Actually, we pretty much we try to play every other week.
Sometimes what happens is that teams will play so often that it'll just get old and you never want to play. So we try to, yes, get out there and play as often as possible, but at the same time we don't want to play a ton to where it gets to the point where we don't want to play anymore, pretty much.
Right.
Plus, different team members have different work schedules and other life obligations and whatnot. So we try to get a time when the majority of us can get out there. So, yeah.
What do you say?
All right, our next question is from the Flash Airsoft, and he asks,
I don't like that guy.
who is our favorite superhero?
No.
Hmm.
What if I said it was a Marvel superhero?
It is Marvel.
Yeah, that's
Definitely
what-
Marvel. Marvel rules. DC sucks.
We were thinking,
All the DC superheroes are really weak.
yeah, you know, DC,
Yeah.
Can't deal with him.
Yeah.
So-
Thor.
Almost
Thor.
went out of business. You know, whatever.
Spider-Man, he's good, you know.
Yeah. I'm a Punisher guy. I like Punisher.
There you go.
Wolverine, everybody loves Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Who doesn't love X-Men?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolverine.
Um,
Definitely.
Actually, I think, well, back in the day, you know, here we go throwing in obscure ones, but one of my favorite back in the day was Moonlight.
Oh my god.
You know,
Nobody hasn't. Nobody that's watched
They're not gonna know
movies
who
has no
Moon
clue
Knight
who that
is.
is. So whatever.
Next
We'll just leave
question.
it at that.
Alright.
This is the Instagram crowd. You know that, right? We're the old guys there.
Oh, that's true. They don't know who Moon Knight is. If anybody says anything, knows who Moon Knight is,
Please comment down below.
Comment. Tell everyone else who it is. Explain to them.
All right, our next question is from Tate B32, and he asks, "How do you deal with cheaters?"
I say that you go bring it up with a ref if you seriously have a problem with somebody. Otherwise, just ignore them. There's no better way than to fuel their cheating than to say something to them or do anything that will provoke them.
You know, it's hard, but try not to call her hits for them. And you can deal with them any way you'd like. There's lots of good ways to deal with it, whether it be taking it up with a ref or just deciding to avoid them or whatever else the case may be. Leaving the field while they're out there, whatever the case may be. Whatever you do, just don't resort to anger or violence. It's my only thing.
Yeah, don't stoop to their level.
Yeah, exactly.
Two wrongs
it's a game.
Don't make a right.
It's supposed to be fun. If you're not having fun, then step off the field. Come back on when you can have fun.
Yeah, go outside, blow some steam, talk to the refs, be the bigger man.
Definitely.
Or woman, for you ladies out there. All right. Next question is from the French Kid. He asks, "What type of stuff do you suggest that he could add to his G&G HK416 internally and externally?"
So much to go on. What do you want to do? Do you want a
Yeah.
DMR platform? Do you want to be more, try to fill a support gun? Are you doing CQB? Are you doing outdoor? There's so many, things to think and add to that. And there's so many guys that are a lot better than us to tell you how you can mod your gun. A lot of the external stuff is all about what you like, what looks pretty.
Because we know Airsoft is just a fashion show.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
In real steel, you look down a sight because you want to aim, and Airsoft, you just watch where the BB goes, and that sight, that fake EOTech is up there because it looks cool.
Like I said, I'm constantly moving things around and changing things to the best way it looks, or
get the look and the feel that you want to have or to portray. Because it's all about we're recreating stuff. So, and then as far as internally to really tech a gun, it depends on what you want to go for. And there's guys a lot better than us out there. Airsoftology Jonathan, he does a lot of good stuff. Has a lot of good recommendations. He's been doing tech work for years. Check out his channel if you don't already. I'm sure you do, because if you're following us, you probably in the Airsoft, and Airsoftology is probably one of your go-to channels on YouTube. So check him out.
Okay.
All right.
So next question.
Next question is Grant LC01. I think that's awesome. Which outdoor fields do you recommend?
Well, I mean, we've only played at one, and it's Georgetown when we went
And
to
it was awesome.
Dragon Road.
Yeah, it was
We
a
had a great
actually a lot of
time.
fun.
It was a great field. So
Get work out before you go.
Yeah.
But-
Work cardio for sure.
Yeah, but the staff there.
they're old.
Yeah.
The owner and staff there were great. So I mean, it's a lot of it's outdoor fields. I mean, it's what's in your area. I mean, if you recommend one, but then somebody lives over in California and we're in Georgia, so it's kind of hard to recommend unless we've been over there. So it's what's local. Try out your fields. Everybody likes a different field for a different reason.
So there's a few around here. I mean, local for us is really Georgetown, and then like in the Georgia area, there's like Fort Benning one that's outdoor, I think, right?
Something like that, yeah.
And then there's some in the Carolinas and stuff like that.
Up in Tennessee,
Virginia.
Yeah, where everybody goes
I
there.
don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, there was that Georgia Airsoft that I was looking at today.
yeah, that's what towards Athens or something, but we haven't been there. So
Yeah.
just, I mean, it depends where your area is, and how far you're willing to drive, and what you're looking for. Are you looking for structures? Are you looking for purely woods and traipsing through woods? Are you looking for a place that has buildings on it so you can play like an mount type facility where you're doing some CQB? So it all depends what you like, what you're looking for.
Okay. Next
All right.
question.
The next question is from now named Atlanta Rampage Paintball, and he asks, "Who do we think is the best looking RTA airsoft player?"
Well, if I was on RTA when it existed, it would have been me.
Yeah.
So
To say,
I'll go with
unfortunately,
me.
before this was made, since these questions were asked, RTA is no longer around. They were split up into paintball, and then was it EPA Airsoft? Some of the guys went and did EPA Airsoft, I think their name is. Forgive me if I'm wrong. But RTA was a great bunch of guys. We can't really look forward to playing with the other guys.
I can't be biased towards any of you. I love you all.
Word.
right.
Alright, so SS Team Matrix. She asks, do we think that die I4s are overrated? No.
I don't own one, and I don't think they're overrated.
I have had mine for 3+ years. I have never ever had a single issue with fog. I've never had a BB go through any of the little openings that BBs can possibly, supposedly go through, whatever. But I've never had an issue. It is the best mask I've ever owned.
I'm gonna be honest. If I didn't run a GoPro on a fast helmet with goggles and mesh, I would probably be running a die for the amount of CQB that we play, especially.
Excellent helmet.
Yeah, I'm just so
Mask.
cheap. I don't want to spend mine on stupid
Mine was
If
bought.
someone wants to trade me for, you know.
Somebody bought me mine for my birthday.
Oh, that's right. Shout out to the woman.
Got a Black Friday deal. Anyway.
That works.
And then, okay, SS Team Matrix also asks, I'm just going to say our opinion on the Polar Star Jack. It's too new. We don't know. We haven't used
Most of us
one.
don't have experience with Polar Stars.
HBA, any HBA
Yeah.
systems for the most part.
Right.
So,
And it's too new of a gun or a thing. So the best thing to do is research. Find
Yeah.
videos. Find people that have used it. Anything you buy, the best thing to do is research.
it's Polestar. They are a brand name. They've had their engines out forever. They're going to stand behind the product. I guarantee it. So, if they had a nozzle that wasn't great, I doubt you'd have a problem with them getting to fix it. So right now it's too new. Who knows if it works, how well it works, what the nozzles are like, what different nozzles they offer. I haven't looked at it honestly. So yeah, if you want to get one, try it.
Yeah. It's actually a very lower cost alternative to
Yeah,
the full-on.
I did get to look at it when they were out at SS Airsoft 5-year, and a very simple one-piece design. It was very easy to take apart and clean and stuff. It was a great solid system. It looked really cool.
Okay.
All right. NTA Small Fry asks, what do we think are the advantages and disadvantages of HPA?
I'm gonna say range, consistency.
Yeah, for advantages.
I mean, a lot of times, unless you really highly upgrade your AEG or GBBR, whatever you have, you're probably not going to get as much range as you do out of an HPA gun.
Well, it's easier to get it out of HPA.
Much
tune
easier.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't run HPA. You don't run HPA. You don't run HPA.
I mean,
but
a disadvantage tank.
as we
mine.
went out and did some outdoor, we could see the advantages of definitely having that for an outdoor system because of the ability to tune it and the consistency with it outdoors. But at the same time, then you're hauling the tank, and I don't know, my stuff was heavy enough without having to haul a tank and then worry about a line and
Right.
catching a line on
Trees, branches, and
and stuff like
yeah.
that. And for me, this is all about recreation of real. They call it Milsim because it's a military simulation, and we're recreating real guns. Real guns don't have hoses from it, so when I fire my real rifle, I want my airsoft rifle to feel the same way. So for that, I prefer AEGs myself, just because of the realism factor. A lot of guys say that the hoses don't get in the way, and I'm sure if I ran it, I'd probably get used to it too. But the whole point is, my real gun doesn't have a hose, so why should my airsoft gun?
There you go.
Next question.